So one thing today, as a study purpose, we are starting to discuss that. See, I mean, physics, chemistry, mathematics, biologically, and whatever the topics are there. See, it can be learning English. It can be doing solving one critical thinking, critical problem. But exactly what we try to do here is that we are trying to find a resolution for one issue, but the life problems, how to find a solution, how to do those managements, that's a very typical part, because life problems are deal by us. It's about the thoughts, it's about how we are going with our situations and how we are going to deal those situations. So Raja Yoga, this is kind of your come under a yoga practice. It's kind of your spiritual growth. So we can study this kind of topic. Okay, first is, let's go one by one. Let's learn these topics. Okay, so one topic I will give you, which is your spiritual growth. Now this topic we can learn in a particular day or a particular date. So now spiritual growth we will learn in one day, So why we are writing this kind of things? Because, and these things also include in a month. Okay, so why we are writing these things, or why we are trying to find a resolution, or why we are trying to make those details documented? Because we have to find a resolution. Why? Because life have problems. Okay, so now to deal with those situations, we need to find the best way. I mean, what will be the best approach for those issues? So it will be little up and downs. Okay, but you need to find a balance. So third point is that find a balance. So these are spiritual growth. Spiritual growth will come under date, and it will be obviously having in a day, and both are performed in a month, and both are trying to find a resolution, and life have the problems. Now to maintain those things, what we need to find a balance. Then this balance, how we can achieve? If we do meditation, if we do yoga, if we do reading, if we do playing, if we do exercise, so then all things become a package. Okay, now your life coding will start. So here we have discovered the life coding topics. See, these are looks like very common things, and might be it is like like a way of like passing time or something, you might think, but to be honest, I'm telling you, these are the main topics or main goal in life, because you might be going in a very different phases of life, but now how you are going to deal with those situations, that is depend on the scenarios. Now those scenarios, how you are going to deal, obviously you should have an optimistic way of thinking, because how you will do those management of life, that's the important. So life management, I'm going to make these topics to make a life management. Now come to those topics. One topic is your Raja Yoga. Why is Raja Yoga? Means that is a book I have brought based on Swami Vivekananda's extreme powerful memory thoughts, because I do read those books and I love to read those books. So what I found is that I'm just going to reiterate a couple of topics here, because for my study purpose, and I feel that if you also okay to learn those stages in your life, then it is helpful for you as well. So that is extreme non-attachment, which gives up even the qualities and come from knowledge of the real nature of Purusha. So reading is one thing. Okay, now these two lines may have multiple things. I can read it like simple way. This is extreme non-attachment, which gives even the quantities and comes from the knowledge of the real nature of Purusha. It is the highest manifestation of power of Vairagya when it takes away even our attraction towards the quantities. We have first to understand what the Purusha, the self, what the quantities are. According to yoga philosophy, the whole of nature consists of three qualities or forces. One is called tamas, another called rajas, the third Satyava. These three quantities manifest themselves in the physical world as darkness or inactivity, attraction or repulsion, and equilibrium of the two. So everything that is in nature, all manifestation and combination and recombination of these three forces, nature has been divided into various categories by Sankhyas. The self of man beyond all the beyond nature, it is effulgent, pure and perfect. Whatever of intelligence we see in nature is but the reflection of the self upon nature. Nature itself is insentient. You must remember that the world nature also includes the mind. So the thought in nature, from thought down to the gases, from matter, everything in nature, the manifestation of nature, the nature has covered the self of man. When nature takes away the covering, the self appears its own glory. The non-attachment, as described in aphorism 15 as being control of objects or nature, is the greatest help towards manifesting the self. The next aphorism defines samadhi, perfect concentration, which is goal of yogi. The concentration called right knowledge is that which is followed by reasoning discrimination, bliss, unqualified egoism. Samadhi is divided into two varieties. One is called the Samprajanata and the other one is the Asamprajanata. So in the Samprajanata Samadhi come all the powers of controlling nature. It is of four varieties. The first variety is called the Savitarka. When the mind meditates upon an object again and again by isolating it from other objects, there are two sorts of objects for the meditation in the 25 categories of Sankhyas. The 24 sentient categories of nature and the one sentient Purusa. This part of yoga is based on entirely Sankhya philosophy, about which I have already told you, as you will remember. Okay, so this is just a part of a book, and here what we are trying to learn is yoga. But exactly what we are going to those phases is these are the things. Okay, so we need to understand what we are learning from it. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. Maybe I can make couple of videos on life management, how to deal with the situations. Thank you.